What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Sports Minorities Podcast, your home for not-so-expert analysis, shit-talking, and see how bad some of these playoff predictions are that we're going to make today. I'm your host, resident Titans fan, and proud UTSA alum, JC. Joining me, as always, are...
Chicken Wing, somehow married to an alum of UTSA.
Birds up.
Go Birds.
Yeah.
And 49er faithful all the way, despite our loss that we took.
Nori, who I'm a Giants fan, and I'm doing really good in Face of the Franchise in Madden. They're champions.
What's up, y'all? This is Rob, the dedicated Bucks fan, and I'm just here to have a good time.
Hello, everyone. DJ here, resident Cowboys fan, with a special congratulatory message to all Detroit fans everywhere. Congratulations on finally getting your first full win this season and embarrassing the Minnesota Vikings.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes, I'm clapping right now. Yes.
A bittersweet week for the state of Michigan. We'll get into that. We'll talk about Week 13. We'll make a quick mention about the college football playoff bowl season. The games have been announced. Did the committee get it right this time? You know, that's debatable. We'll make our Week 14 predictions. And then, if you don't know by now, on ESPN.com, if you go into the NFL section, the Playoff Machine is ready to go. It's a fun little tool they have at this point where if you kind of click through the winners for the rest of the year, you can see who you have in the playoffs and maybe tweak it around. Rob has been on this thing viciously trying to get the Lions into the playoffs. And we'll see if that scenario played out later.
Gotta believe. Gotta believe.
So how did we do last week? Well, Rob, 10-4, won the week. Congratulations.
Yeah, look at that.
Everyone else, myself, Chicken Wing, DJ, and Nori, we all went 9-5. How about that?
Y'all couldn't just lose a couple more games.
Hold on, I'm gonna save Rob. I'm gonna save Rob here a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I know I found it on CBS Sports. The exact scenarios where the Lions can make the playoffs. I'll go ahead and send it to you, Rob.
Yes.
How many are there? Is it like Avengers where it's like what?
It's 37 things that need to happen, JC.
Oh,
Jesus,
Christ.
Lord have mercy.
It could happen.
Bet.
I should just send it to him. If these 37 things happen, I'm so not going to torture the show and the guests and read these all. But
Okay,
there's
I want to see it.
some catastrophic things that need to happen. I'll put it in our group chat. There's some catastrophic things. I'm talking biblical fucking loss here.
Really?
I'm talking
That's
like
insane.
divine intervention, biblical losses, where if the Lions make the playoffs, we all need to start, really like finding God. So
This
right.
is Avengers Infinity War here. 14 million,
This is
65
the one
scenarios.
scenario.
How many do we win? One. Yeah.
One. Nobody wins in this scenario.
I mean, all this started because Minnesota couldn't get a win.
Jeez.
Everybody
You're
remember
right,
that.
You're right.
Everybody remember, this is Minnesota's
You know
fault.
what? When they played earlier this year, Minnesota actually did kick a field goal to beat the Lions. So, vengeance, right? How we're doing on the season, Chicken Wing still in the lead with 119 correct picks. I'm sitting in second at 118, DJ in third at 115, Nori in fourth at 109, and Rob is at 105. So,
Is he eliminated? Please tell me Rob's eliminated.
oh no, he's not.
I'm much
There's
like the
plenty of
Detroit
weeks
Lions.
left. He
Fuck up
could
the
just
rest of these
inch it.
picks.
Yeah,
bro.
I
Yeah,
have
he
weeks
can-
left. I can.
Get out of the race, Rob. Shit.
I'll be
He's
like the
been waiting
Lions,
with
alright?
that Zen-like patience, just ready to pounce.
Dude, yeah, Rob needs 37 things to happen. He's good to go, dude. We got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Could happen.
Yeah.
So, thoughts on Week 13. Rob, if you got any, you feel free to share them right now. Anything you might regret or surprised to see?
I regret picking the Viking. Sorry. Man, how do you throw to the Lions? That's my only surprise was the Lions actually pulling out a win because I thought the Vikings would show up and that just didn't happen.
His
and
NFC North Minnesota Vikings, by the way, guys.
Props to Belichick just running the ball the entire game. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
Right.
God.
God, man, 3 passes the entire game. That was a surprise. So.
Do you guys know how many fantasy points Mac Jones had to win
7.
7.
On
Yeah,
I
Yahoo
think he had
default
less than
scoring, he actually had 0.46 on Yahoo's
That's crazy.
default scoring.
Lord.
That's more than Cam Newton.
Jesus. Yeah, we're gonna go there, guys.
No, chill.
Yeah, we're going there. I mean, that's hey, the fact.
Wow, the wind and that, like the blizzard warning, I figured, okay, I picked Buffalo. I thought they got a shot, but
Nah.
Nori, your thoughts on the week?
I don't have any regret picks. Knowing what I know, I don't have one that looked like, oh man, like I should have known better. I didn't really reach. I'm not so surprised to see the Seahawks beat the 49ers because Russell Wilson does really good against them. But I think my biggest surprise was the Steelers beating the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, he has a very, very hard time for whatever reason with those, black and yellow uniforms. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I was pretty surprised about that. I was more surprised about that than Detroit getting a win because if you guys look at, we all joke about Detroit, but they've been in it almost every single game, and they've had people had to put NFL records on them, break NFL records to beat. So that's some kind of biblically bad luck, and the team is not that bad as their record because their coach should have a statue. I don't care if they're 1-10 and 1. Like they fight for him and fight for him and fight for him, and I wish my Giants fought for our coach like that. I wish he inspired our team like that, where you're like in it with teams you have no business being in. Like you made Jared Goff a winner. You know how good of a coach you have to be? I don't know, man. He ain't getting enough respect. That's all I'm saying. Jared Goff looked like a serviceable quarterback for a whole 4 quarters. I don't know. He needs a raise. I don't care.
You mentioned Justin Tucker. I think he broke an NFL record in an indoor stadium.
Yes.
If he was kicking in Buffalo on Monday night, how far do you think he would have kicked with the wind?
97 yards.
Oh shit! He'd have made that thing with at least 20 yards
into the wind.
Dude, Justin Tucker is like the argument you can't have with anybody, like Batman with prep.
Yes.
Like if Justin Tucker has time and he's ready for it, you can't tell him he can't kick something. It's crazy.
Hook him. He's forever a hero in Austin, and we all know why. So, yeah. 27-25.
27-25.
Yes. Chicken Wing,
damn right.
Your thoughts on the week?
It was enjoyable. I guess my biggest surprise is the Chargers. We can't seem to put a number on them right now.
Can't fucking predict these guys, man.
Yeah. Granted, they have 17. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
17
the Bengals, yeah.
away games. No, the Bengals. The Bengals. They're
what's the pattern?
Wait, hey,
What?
Nori, you know what?
Let him go.
I'll let my turn.
Let him go. Let
Yeah,
him go.
I'll let you guys
Let
go
him
because I want to talk about that too when I get to mine. But yeah. So.
Yeah, so like we all saw potentially what it was last season before Burrow got hurt. So I'm not surprised, but Rob pointed out what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. The rookie. Week 1. Rob, you know what I'm talking about. The receiver, right?
Jamar Chase?
Yeah. Rob pointed it out first. He's like, no, he's like legit solid. And I was like, okay, you're right. And then, they've been rolling. Now, mind you, the Chargers came through and finally woke up and be the team that we all saw them week 1, 2, and 3. But at the end of the day, I'm just more surprised that Cincy didn't put up more points on LA. That's my surprise on that game.
But look at the Chargers when they're poised to beat the boys that we think, okay, well they're going to start a run here. Look at what they're doing to these teams, and then they just fall flat on their face. And then the Bengals have done the exact same thing. They are literally like, I don't know. I feel like it's been hard for all of us to accurately predict the Bengals and the Chargers. Not just you, like all of us have had a hard time with that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We can't put a finger on either of these teams because both of these teams are legitimately good on paper and roster.
Well, pick the Chargers, right? Last week.
I picked the Bengals last week.
I picked the Bengals.
Yeah,
I think we all did, didn't we?
Picked the Bengals.
Yeah, they were one of the early games.
We all picked the Bengals. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so yeah, we all picked the Bengals. I remember we all fucked up together.
Yeah.
We all thought that the LA, the Chargers were just falling apart for some weird reason, and since he was coming back together again, so that was my reason anyway. I can't speak for y'all, but that was
you're basically right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we were on that page last week. We thought it'd be a good game, and the Chargers, again, are they going to implode? They're not doing very well. Sometimes they look great, sometimes they look bad, and the Bengals do the same thing, and it's infuriating. Like you cannot figure out either team. Like, are you good? Or are you are you an imposters like the Bills? I don't know. It's crazy.
Nah, I wouldn't say that much.
DJ, your thoughts on the week? Oh boy.
Oh, Minnesota lost to Detroit. That's my first thought of the week. And they lost by less than a field goal. So I guess, Minnesota's kicker was 3 for 3, which is great. Shame he couldn't get one more shot because then they could have won the game. But anyway, moving on. So, I don't regret anything. I mean, everything I looked at, I didn't reach for anything. I just kind of went out there and picked based off of what I've seen so far, and it was good. I will say this. I think the New England and Buffalo game, the fact that Bill Belichick went out there with a game plan, he very simply said, I'm going to run and run and run and run some more. Mac Jones, you can throw 3 passes, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to keep running, and the Bills couldn't stop it. You knew it was going to be that, and they couldn't do anything about it.
Right.
I actually was impressed with that. I'm not surprised, though. Bill Belichick comes up with all kinds of crazy shit, so it's not really news. But when I saw what the weather was like and I saw the pre-games, I'm like, they can't throw the ball in this. It's not going to work. So Bill Belichick was like, we're just not going to throw the ball. We're going to run it. I was impressed by that. And outside of that,
well in the snow.
yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm. And you would think that Buffalo will put 8 in the box and be like, what's up?
No, they didn't.
That's just more of a coaching thing, in my eyes.
Now they're salty because it happened. But that's what I got. I mean, not a whole lot outside of that, really. Minnesota lost to Detroit also, in case I didn't say that already.
Thanks. Needed the reminder.
For me, obviously, Detroit is the big story of the week. Great win. Great for them to not give up on it. The state of Michigan needed that. It's no secret, the school shooting. By now we know 4 kids have passed. The student that was arrested has been charged. The parents have been charged. And the state of Michigan was just reeling from that. And the Lions had tributes to that tragedy. The Michigan Wolverines rode on that. You know, they're riding high, obviously, off beating Ohio State. And people were wondering if there was going to be a letdown in the Big Ten championship. But it's heartbreaking, that news. And they used that as fuel. The Wolverines just destroyed Iowa, won the Big Ten. Mm-hmm. And Detroit they were playing for something more this week. And that was really, really cool to watch. To see that city celebrate, to see Lions fans photoshopping a banner in the rafters that says, won a game, 2021. Congrats to Detroit for that. It's hilarious. But as far as the teams we just can't get a handle on, there's Cincinnati, there's the Chargers, and there's San Francisco, and to a lesser extent, Baltimore. Those are 4 teams I just can't figure out this season. You know, I almost feel like every game they're in is a coin flip. What team are you going to get? You know, that's just the struggle for me that I'm trying to figure out every week is what team is going to show up on Sunday.
Well, I mean, to San Francisco, I mean, I can't speak for the others, but we didn't have Debo. So missing arguably the top receiver in the league, or one of the top receivers in the league right now, really hurts. But I can't speak for the others.
Yeah. Is he going to be out for a while? Is he on IR? What happened with that?
He's already upgraded to questionable. Chances are he is going to come back, but I have not seen anything new on the injury report. So my pick this week is actually based on Debo playing or not.
Okay. Real quickly before we move on, there is one team that has been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Do you know who it is?
Texans.
It is the Texans,
The
baby.
Houston Texans.
Put a smile on my face with that. It's like, yes. Fuck out of here.
The crazy part is they're technically ahead of the standings over the Jags, but the Jags are not mathematically eliminated.
That's so funny.
And I think part of it is because the Jags have a win over the Dolphins. So
that's fucking great. I'm beating you in records, but I'm out of the playoffs already.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like
Christ,
we beat
bro.
Miami. What the fuck did you guys do? Right. So
Wow.
yeah. All right. Want to talk a little college football playoffs. Conference championship weekend is always a fun thing to watch, at least for me as a college football fan. Not as many games, but seeing all the championships being decided is pretty damn cool. Cincinnati was a party. UTSA on Friday kicked it off, and that was amazing. Just to watch, to see that happen. Mentioned off the top, proud UTSA alum. Chicken Wing made it to the game. Third largest crowd in the school's history. So I know it was loud there, but how much fun was that?
It was fun. It was fun. We actually sat up in the upper deck that time. It was actually good and bad at the same time. But I texted my uncle a lot during the game, harassed him. Then the score got closer, and I stopped texting him because we had a huge lead.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end of it all, he was like, good. But no, I mean, we enjoyed it. You know, me and the fam, we definitely enjoyed it. Shut up, ho!
The worst bandwagon fan next to Augustine. I swear to God, you are the worst.
I'm saying we in the context that I didn't go alone.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Why
Second.
You said we, like you were talking trash to your uncle. Like you're not even a fan.
Okay. Anyway.
He's married to an alum, so
thank you.
She wasn't a fan either.
His fandom is. Yeah, she is. She's a graduate. So
I know. But since when is she a fan?
Since we graduated, since the degree says UTSA.
That's why it's called a bandwagon.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Rob.
Since she's going to the school.
To be fair, Trini and Chicken Wing have joined Tina and I when I was a season ticket holder to a game.
Yes.
Got to take a picture on the field in a previous season as well. So yeah,
we all went with you to the UTSA game, but the only one who was like, and I go to the school. Being real, the only one who was actually following them like hardcore was you.
Yeah, and I think part of that for me is that I was a student there when we had to vote to raise a student fee to start the funding on a football team. So I actually did vote for that. And, I graduated in 2010, December of 2010. So it's coming up on my 11 years since I graduated. And then the following fall was the first season.
Yep.
So I actually saw the original recruits practicing. That my last semester, all they did was practice. Met Larry Coker many times because he would just walk on campus. Such a nice guy, you know. Didn't have a whole lot, but man, it's amazing. They just this was for every single player, especially the original 18, the original recruits that started there when all they had was a football helmet and a football. And said, "This is what we're doing." Those original 18 that spent a whole year just practicing, no games, and believed in this, like. For them to win a conference championship, it was pretty amazing. So, for every player that stuck it out, to see David Morgan and Marcus Davenport flashing the birds up when they make their NFL intros is pretty amazing. So, that was pretty cool to see on TV and the celebration. Now, as far as the college football playoff, we all know by now, the top four, Bama beat Georgia, so they jumped to 1. Michigan stayed at 2nd. Georgia fell to 3, and Cincinnati, the first Group of 5 school to make it into the top 4, and the only undefeated team left in college football is the number 4 seed. So that is the top 4. Notre Dame finished 5th, Ohio State 6th. Baylor, literally a game of inches, won the Big 12. Only got it up to 7.
Oh my God,
that finish was amazing. I don't know if you guys saw that, but
that tackle, man, like.
Yes.
Just like 3-4 more inches and dude's over the line.
Yeah, seeing the reaction of fans and bars for both schools is amazing. So, guys, did the committee get it right?
No.
Why is that?
Oh, you asked me to elaborate?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't feel like it.
Okay.
I'm actually go with yes. Like Bama showed that they were the number 1 team. They stomped on Georgia.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Cincinnati being undefeated and being like the one. This is gonna be the David and Goliath like playoff game. Like
True.
This is the Cinderella story: Cincinnati versus Big Bad Alabama, and they're like, well, why don't we get to play Bama? Well, now's your shot. Like,
yeah.
Now put up or shut up. Like it's that game now.
The college game day signs when they were in Cincinnati. We want Bama.
We want Bama. Yep.
Yes,
I was just about to say that.
They got it.
And there it is.
Here's my thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rob. You finish.
No, go ahead. And then the second game, like Michigan and like Georgia, that's gonna be a slobber knocker too. Like,
yeah.
You you have a potential Heisman defensive player going up against a Heisman quarterback. Like, how much better could that be?
This is crazy, right? I honestly thought Cincy should have jumped to 3, at least. I know how the committee does this, but I almost feel like they kind of manipulated the ratings in a bit so that they didn't get a Bama Georgia rematch in the semis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So glad you said that. I was literally thinking the same thing because if you look at it, just got that game. They did it again and bumped Cincy to 3 because I figured that Georgia and Alabama would switch places early. So I figured Cincy was going to bump up, but then they didn't do that. And I was like, why would they not do that? And then I thought about it. You just saw Alabama Georgia, and now we would see Alabama Georgia literally again right afterwards.
Honestly, from a rating standpoint, you draw in a larger audience with like this David and Goliath sort of
exactly.
Right?
Yes.
And now you're looking at like, man, if Cincinnati can pull this off, holy shit! Took down Alabama. You wanted Bama, you got him, then you took them down.
I'm pretty sure if they do this whole who you cheering for, every state in the country is going to be pulling for Cincy except Alabama for the Cotton Bowl for sure.
Absolutely, because everybody's so tired of Alabama in it. And then honestly, Clemson showed that these guys can bleed. So
so did A&M.
That's true. That's true. I think Alabama's going to win, but I'd like to see somebody else.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I have picked Alabama to win the game, but it'd be great if Cincinnati does.
I'm going with Cincy, and I want to see it happen. I want. Okay, do you guys know when the last time a non-major conference school was fully recognized as a national champion?
I guess as I was in elementary school or middle school, something like that, maybe.
I don't see any
decades.
It was BYU in the 80s.
Oh yeah, Brigham Young. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
was I born or was I not?
I have to look at the exact year, but it was BYU. But then again,
I'm not sure.
UCF has a legit claim to a national championship a few years ago, and I personally recognize that as a national championship because they were ranked 1 in at least one poll.
They're ranked 1 for
yeah. But I'm gonna pull and I'm gonna pick Cincinnati. There's something magical about this team, and I think my national championship game is going to be Cincinnati and Michigan, and that would be a hell of a game.
I would love to see that happen. I really would love to see that happen.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be
fun. My prediction.
Yeah, I think the way Michigan's playing right now, if they keep this up, then Alabama just gave them a blueprint about how to beat Georgia's defense, which hadn't allowed more than 14 points all year until the SEC championship. So, Cincy is great. They got a great team. They're playing fired up. They're playing for their coach. It's amazing. Now, you guys wonder if the BCS was still around, how would they have ranked this?
Cincy would probably be top 2.
Yeah,
I can see that because they're undefeated.
I'd see Cincy at 2 at least.
Well, here it is. Someone actually does keep up the BCS rankings. They still formally do all the computers. They use the AP poll, the coaches poll. The BCS rankings actually match up with what the College Football Playoff Committee has for the top 7. Yes.
Very surprising.
Top 7?
Top 7. Bama 1, Michigan 2, Georgia 3, Cincy 4, Notre Dame 5, Ohio State 6, Baylor 7, then Oklahoma State 8, Ole Miss at 9, and Michigan State rounds out the top 10. UTSA actually shows up on the BCS rankings at 23.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah. And I was checking it on the computers. I think the highest they appear on a computer ranking is 10 for UTSA. So, pretty awesome.
Probably would have been higher if they'd beaten North Texas.
Sure. I'm sure. So.
Yeah, I mean, it took them out of the top 25, but at least, they got a
College football's ruthless.
Yeah.
It is.
It really is. Sucks.
Especially if you're not in a major conference. They take one loss.
If you're not in a major conference,
one loss
and you get blown out.
Yeah.
Then you're like, okay, why?
But who do you guys got winning it all when all is said and done?
Unfortunately, Bama.
Okay.
Michigan.
I see Michigan.
I actually have Michigan too.
I want to see some chaos. I want to see a group of 5. I want to see Cincinnati win it all. So I'm going to go with Cincy. My mom's alma mater. So
Facts.
I'll pick it.
I
I put a
wouldn't
lot
be
of
mad
money
if
on it,
Cincy
but I'm
won.
going to pick Cincy.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I mean, I'd be happy if Cincy won too, just to be honest. But yeah,
Anybody but Bama, honestly, I'd be happy.
Shit.
I don't want
Sound
them.
like an Auburn
They're
fan.
my
Yeah.
least. They're my
Anybody.
least desirable. I just think they
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
I just think right now, like, if I put money on it, Michigan. But who do I really want to see? Cincy.
Okay.
That's me.
What is your of the non-BC or not BCS non-New York six New Year's Six bowls? What do you think is the one you're going to be for sure watching?
Oh, the Fiesta Bowl. That's my
That's a
favorite
New-
one.
okay. I guess we could. Well, okay. Non-college football playoff games. Which one are you going to watch for sure? And Fiesta Bowl will be that one. That's
Yeah.
Who is that? Notre Dame and
OSU
Oklahoma
and
State.
Notre Dame.
Notre
Oh my
Dame.
God. Yeah.
That's going to be a really good one. I think. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fireworks. I can expect that. I mean, OSU lost the Big 12 championship, and we just talked about it, inches to
Right.
Baylor. So, and Baylor had a backup QB in there, and we got Notre Dame dealing with the fact that Brian Kelly made his quote unquote strategic withdrawal. So they're dealing with that. So I expect there to be a lot of fireworks and two teams playing for pride. So
I
that's what I'm
honestly,
gonna
I fully expect Notre Dame to beat the shit out of Oklahoma State. They are going to play pissed off for how they got shafted. So,
say. Yeah, I
Alamo
actually
Bowl
got
is
Notre Dame
interesting.
winning the game.
Yeah.
So
The Alamo Bowl is interesting. Oregon and Oklahoma,
Oklahoma.
two team. The first time in the Alamo Bowl's history, they're going to have two teams with at least 10 wins. And I swear to God, this is like the awkward coach press conference bowl. 'Cause-
Oklahoma, I'm out of here. Oregon, I'm out of here.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm going back to my alma mater. I'm going to get paid more. Yes.
Peace out. All right. Bye.
A lot of bowl ranking, like people that rank how good these bowls are going to be potentially. Obviously, everyone has the New Year's Six as the top 6. Number 7, most people are actually putting the Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl, UTSA
Yes.
and San Diego State as number
UTSA?
7, the top
Mhm.
non-New Year's Six bowl game, and
I can see that.
that's going to be a good matchup. Of course, San Diego State didn't win the Mountain West, but they were up there at a good team. Roadrunners versus Aztecs. That's going to be a good game. I think it's
got
already
yelled
near
at
sold
for
out.
report.
So
So
yeah,
Didn't surprise me.
yeah.
didn't take long to sell out an MLS stadium, right? So cool.
one last thing about college football before we move here. I don't know if y'all heard about this or not. So Bill Coleman, who's an Oklahoma senator, anybody hear what he did to
Oh, this is
honor
petty.
Lincoln Riley?
This is petty, dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay,
No.
check it out.
I've driven
So-
over that highway too. I hope
I've
so.
driven that highway too.
Exactly.
Like,
It
I
took
lived in
a whole
3
Oklahoma.
second to
inches?
do it.
The 3
So-
inches?
3
It
miles. I think you said.
literally
No, it's literally
it's
3
three-
inches.
Oh, it is
No,
3
it's
inches. That's right,
inches.
yeah.
It's 3
Yeah.
inches, yeah.
Okay,
he
okay.
is
explain it
naming
to me.
that literally he's trying to pass a bill that will name
The
3
inches.
most desolate inches of highway in Oklahoma, Lincoln Riley Highway.
Yep.
And he basically said it's fitting because it's the last thing someone would see before they move west out of Oklahoma.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I'm
if
gonna
it
say that-
passes, there's already a private firm that is already going to fund the signage to actually pay for the signage and put it up on the freeway.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. I was gonna say, where's that money coming from?
It's going to be privately funded. One
It's
guy's
privately
already
funded. Yeah,
agreed to say,
it's
hey, if you
literally
pass
a company
this,
that-
I will
So
pay
I
for the
thought they
signage. Yeah.
So I thought this was coming out of like taxpayers' pockets, because then that's not funny, you know? It's
Yeah.
like,
No,
it's costing them money for something you want to do, but if someone else is paying for it, then yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
it's a friend of the senator who's already agreed to foot the bill for the entire thing.
Yes.
Sure, yeah. Want to blow your
Wow.
money? Go ahead.
Pay
Just
for
don't
the
blow my
signage.
money.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of like
Well, it's Oklahoma.
oil
right?
tycoon white guys, so whatever.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's their money. Yeah. Like, rich people or people who got means, that's fine. Just, I wouldn't want that for like taxpayer money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
But I'm like, I'm trying to think of all the things that have happened in history, where coaches leave and whatnot. This is gonna go down as the pettiest thing any
Yeah.
school, state,
Well, top
fandom
10.
has
Top 10.
ever done when a coach exits like this. You know,
Wow.
and think
That's
about all the
funny.
ways Lane Kiffin exited his head coaching jobs.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
God damn. So this is bad.
got something. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Alright.
props to
Or
OU for
Bobby
that.
Petrino was pretty legendary.
What's up?
Bobby Petrino,
Oh, yeah.
that was legendary.
Although Lane Kiffin probably had the worst way to get fired. Like, they landed at the airport and they said, "Don't even bother coming to get your shit. You're done." And they just left him at the airport when he got fired from USC. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's pretty.
I like that.
Pretty epic right there.
So that's
Pretty
what you have
epic.
to forward to, Lincoln Riley, if you don't win in USC. So
What you want because you're USC.
you're gonna trigger Rob over there. I don't know if he's a Trojan or a Bruin, but
A Trojan.
Definitely a Trojan.
definitely a Trojan.
You are Trojan?
hmm
Oh, well, you used to being a scrub.
Reggie Bush wants to talk to you about that.
What did Richard Bush
Wait,
win?
they
the
had to
Heisman?
vacate those wins. So
That's right. It never happened, bro.
Yeah, neither did the Astros winning a championship.
and that did
That's
happen.
true.
It's still in the record
That's true.
books. You kiss my ass.
That's
Still in the record
true.
books. Yeah.
Damn me.
Big ass asterisk.
My
right next
Bucks,
to it,
my
bro.
Dodgers, and my Lakers have all won legit championships. What have yours teams?
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, I could talk shit. The rest of them can't. Let's all laugh. Let's gang up on them. We're best friends
Let's
again.
do it. Let's do it.
I love you guys. All right. Week 14 of the NFL season. We're going to make our predictions for the week, and then we'll get into how our playoff machines worked out. The order of picks this week is going to be Rob first, Nori second, Chicken Wing third, DJ fourth, and JC fifth. Those tiebreakers were pretty tight on that. So,
Well, I
Man.
beat you in tiebreakers.
Yep.
Yes.
I wish I could give my picks based on like how Detroit gets into the playoffs.
Hey, bro, go for it, bro.
Facts.
That shit's
I
pretty
mean-
epic. You know what? That's
Hey,
where,
you-
that's
you
where we're going
can.
with this one. All right.
Hey, I gave it the formula. Be a king.
All right.
All right.
Jesus. All right. So-
Bye weeks this week, and this is the last week of buys. So these teams have been waiting all season for this.
So stupid.
Indianapolis, Miami, who played in a London game earlier this year. I can't emphasize that enough. New England and Philadelphia.
These poor NFL players are like bleeding out, and then like just now they're getting to the hospital. Like the first thing they'll get offered is a Band-Aid. Week 14, you get a bye. That's awful. That is so bad.
Yes.
Sorry,
That's
NFL, you
bad.
suck. And I know you hear our shit too. So I'm telling you, you suck.
And listen,
Well,
They're
the
not.
problem is that if they expand to an 18-game season, it's pretty likely they're going to within the next year or two. We could potentially see buys into Week 15.
Facts.
it's fucking
Like
ridiculous.
make more teams buys earlier instead of like just maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6. You know, like they shouldn't go so late into the season. That hurts the players. Like we want healthy players.
Stacked up if you went by your
Yeah.
ranking for last season.
That would
Oh,
be jacked up.
Oh, that would be
That'd be
jacked
fucked.
up. That would be jacked up.
But
But
you're not winning. Oh, you need a break early.
Excuse me.
Here you go, Lions. Week 2 bye. Good, congratulations.
Yeah, right.
it could be the exact opposite. Like
yeah, you
Lions,
did
nope,
last.
you haven't won.
However many wins you get decides what week you get your buy or some shit like that.
Right.
That'd be sick.
That'd be great. though.
Holy shit!
No, I'm actually
Oh,
curious.
Lions, you got one win.
First week's your bye.
Here's your week 17 bye. Congratulations.
Right.
I'm actually curious. What's worse, having an early buy or a late buy? If you think about it.
I say an early buy.
Early for sure, because no one's hurt yet.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You
Your
want
bodies
that,
don't need the rest.
you want that like 8, 9, 10 week buy.
And
right?
You play 1-2 games like bye week for what? I'm fucking good. I'm still fresh.
Ideally,
healthy.
I say you want like week 9, 10, or 11. You know.
Yeah.
That's
Right there in the
best
middle.
one. Obviously, I think the best bye week is Thanksgiving week, because you not only get the bye, you actually get to
Short
spend that
week,
time
yeah.
with family and kind of reset your mind and just
Mhm.
that kind of thing. So
Well,
Yeah.
guess the Cowboys are never gonna have.
yeah, no, Dallas or Detroit. Sorry guys.
Or the
You gotta play.
Lions. Oops,
Yeah.
sorry guys. You're playing.
All right. So here we go with the Thursday night game. Philadelphia. Excuse me. Pittsburgh at Minnesota.
Going-
Yeah, my bad. Rob, who you got here?
Oh, just so we can get Detroit in, so I'm taking the Steelers.
Okay. Nori, who you got?
I swear to God, if they get in,
Yeah, I'm picking the Vikings, and I kind of feel like I don't need to explain myself because the Steelers suck.
They beat Baltimore though. Yeah.
I mean, Baltimore lose or did the Steelers win?
The Vikings lost to the Lions.
The Steelers tied the
They
Lions.
did.
This is literally
They
like the
lost
teams
to
that.
Lions.
I don't know what to do here.
The Vikings have beaten the Vikings. Didn't the Vikings beat Green Bay?
They did.
Yes, they
And
did.
they hung tough with every team. And
Yeah.
the Steelers have got their backs blown out. Like they had an OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
Nah, dude.
They lost to the Lions.
Facts.
Hold on. The Vikings
Steelers
lost to
tied
the
Lions, though.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So we can't use the Lions as too much of a criteria here because clearly,
Yeah.
clearly
gotta
the fighting
have-
will be tough.
We gotta get the Lions in there, so you gotta go with the choice to get the Lions in. Come on now, come on guys, support me.
I'm going the Vikings to not win Rob's NFC North. So
Chicken wing, who you got?
Man, this was actually one of my harder games, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're being 100% honest, I'm currently on Minnesota right now. They have. I'm not saying that they don't have enough to play for. I just think Steelers have more injuries currently than Minnesota, and so they can take full advantage of that. And it's at Minnesota, so it's inside of a dome. Weather's not going to affect it. But right now, I'm still sitting on Minnesota, guys.
DJ?
Minnesota, after careful deliberation, because Pittsburgh is beat to hell, injuries, and Minnesota's at home. But just because I know that Minnesota can't stop the run consistently, I don't know if they'll be able to stop Najee Harris. He may end up having a big day, so I may end up changing my pick 2 or 3 times before the game actually starts. But right now, I'm going to go Minnesota.
Big facts. Big facts.
It's just tough to pick the beat by Detroit Bowl.
Yeah,
I know it was a tie, but for that's half a win. You got beat by Detroit. I don't care if it's
Detroit
fucking
beat you. Yeah,
Yeah.
We can say you
Yeah.
didn't beat Detroit.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Minnesota did get one win, but yeah, I mean, it's 1-1. But
That's true.
yeah, but I'm gonna go with Minnesota at home. I mean, they got beat by Detroit. They better come out pretty pissed off. And Pittsburgh is just inconsistent. I feel right now, at least that win over the Ravens was a bit of an anomaly for them. So unless all of a sudden that news about this being Roethlisberger's last season, suddenly they kick it in gear and make a playoff run. That's all it took. Like Roethlisberger should have threatened to retire weeks ago. So
Or they let him retire
Last
on
year.
18
Yeah.
and be done with it. Like,
yeah. All right.
Here's why Ben Roethlisberger will never ever actually quit because does he
Oh
know
my
the word?
God.
Does he know the word no? No, he doesn't.
Oh my God.
no.
Jesus Christ.
He went there.
I'm not
Saying.
surprised he did. So
Okay, so
I thought I was
let's
dark.
moving on. Yeah. Moving
Yeah,
on.
Mike, you still are. Don't worry, Mike. You still are.
Alright.
He's fucking.
I think he doesn't know the word no. Like I'm not. Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
on to the Sunday
Okay,
early games, and we'll keep it in the AFC North. Baltimore at Cleveland. This is Cleveland's second game in a row where they're playing the Ravens. Obviously, they were on a bye last week. Rob, what you got?
This does not affect Detroit in any way, so I will take Cleveland over the struggling Ravens. Yeah.
Excuse me.
So,
Okay. No.
Stupid dude. Trade anyway.
Will Detroit make it with this game? No. Fuck it. Who
I
cares?
swear to God, Rob, if you go like 14-0, whatever the fuck it is this week, I swear. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Go ahead,
Special
Nori.
going on in Detroit, guys.
Yeah.
hey man, we gotta support Michigan. All right,
All right. So Nori.
Nori, you there?
Who you picking?
Nori.
No, what? What's the question?
Who
You're
you-
up.
No, what's your pick?
Oh god damn it! I'm picking the Falcons because they're actually putting up more points than Carolina
Falcons.
lately.
We're on Ravens and
Falcons
Browns.
and Ravens and Browns, bro.
Well, I'm picking the fucking Falcons first of all.
We got that out of the way. Freaking Falcons.
All right. We
Second,
know who
here's
that was.
1, 2. Who the fuck? Where are we at? I'm looking at the wrong
the birds.
page.
Ravens
Some
and
black-
Browns.
Blackbirds, bro. Blackbirds.
Wow,
And some
calm
brown
down.
dog.
Do not get canceled. Relax yourself.
That's what a
Relax
Raven
yourself.
is.
I am picking the Browns because their Chubb and Hunt are playing. The Ravens look like dog shit. And Baker Mayfield has had a little time to rest, so I'm gonna go with the Browns.
All right. Chicken wing.
I am sticking with the Ravens. They're obviously trying to play and secure playoffs. Losing to a division rival actually severely hurts them in the long run. So I'm gonna stick with the Ravens on this pick here.
All right. DJ.
Similar thoughts to that, except I'm going with the Browns. They are desperate. They've got to get a win. They can't afford to lose a game, especially one against a division rival. And simply put, what they're going to do is just climb on Nick Chubb's back, and he's going to run them to a victory.
And Hunt's fully healthy. It's crazy.
Facts. Exactly. They're good.
Oh, GG, shake my hand.
I'll go with the Browns too. I said a few weeks ago if the Browns had any shot of the playoffs, they had to win this game. And they're getting the pieces back healthy. They're coming off a bye. They're a bit rested here. But they need to win this game. And if they don't beat the Ravens this week, just lock it up and forget it. Play for draft picks at this point. But if you want a shot at the playoffs, you have to beat the Ravens. And I think Cleveland knows that at home. That crowd's going to be ready. So, all right. Jacksonville at Tennessee. Picking this one first. Tennessee coming off a bye, getting healthy. For those wondering, Derrick Henry and Julio Jones, yes, are back in the Titans facility rehabbing. Could be back within the next week or two for all you fantasy owners out there, just in time for the fantasy playoffs. A.J. Brown still has to miss 2 more games as part of his stint on injured reserve, so he'll miss at least 2 more.
That's what I love to hear. Oh.
But going with Tennessee at home off a bye, playing the Jags, because it's the Jags, right?
The
So,
Jags.
does
No.
anybody think the Jags are going to come into Nashville and get a win?
No.
No.
That's a
No,
hell
'cause
no.
Urban Meyer won't do what needs to be done for his team, so until he does.
Okay.
Until he does.
Very clear that the cooperation we needed from all the whores and sluts and hoes, whatever you want to
Yeah.
use, we didn't get any of that, and we're
We
not
didn't get
getting
that
any of
help,
that.
man.
So,
Yeah, it's like they don't want to win, so then you don't deserve to win.
Gentlemen,
so
gentlemen,
Titans all the way. As a matter of fact,
These
the
are-
Jaguars won't win another game all season because we're not getting what we need.
Yes.
these are working women, guys. Don't be disrespectful.
All right.
Right. I agree. So work towards helping Urban Meyer.
Exactly,
Right.
Mike. You literally just made
the
our
money
point for us.
transfer
You
that
just
would
help-
happen if they
You just
help.
helped our point. Yeah, you got money.
Exactly.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I'm just saying, we can give them the right names. Working women, working towards that win for Jacksonville.
Did not say
They're not
whore.
gonna do it.
Is that the,
I mean,
not the right
You're
word?
horrible.
No.
You're horrible.
There's got to be a play correct term for it. We'll debate that another time. So. And ironically, we're going to be talking next about Las Vegas, where that type of thing is legal. Vegas at Kansas City.
I cannot believe we haven't canceled yet. I cannot believe it.
Raiders
Absolutely
at
awesome.
Chiefs.
God.
JC's a god at editing. I believe in his skills. So
Yes.
All right. Vegas at KC. Rob, who you got?
Casey's found the cheat code that we were talking about at the beginning of the season. So yeah, Casey.
All right. Nori?
Yeah, I don't think Casey. I'm going to stay by that. I don't think Casey loses out the rest of the year. And the Raiders just lost Kenyon Drake to a really questionable, shitty tackle, which I don't think necessarily should be legal. It wasn't a cheap shot, but it was pretty fucked up. Where I know you're trying to protect NFL players' heads, but you should also watch their knees too, because nobody wants a lifelong knee injury. And I kind of feel bad Kenyon Drake got tackled the way he did. That was pretty fucked up.
Well, they only protect their knees when it comes to quarterbacks. Those stupid rules like that. But yeah, I agree. The knees are just, yeah.
Yeah, and the heads and their toes and ankles and fingers. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
But I also see, I know the tactical was questionable, but like so many of these plays, like when they started punishing for defenseless receiver hits and headshots,
Yeah,
a
like
lot
it
of them
wasn't
just go
illegal,
low because it's
but
easier, So
It's not illegal, but it's not. It's something that should definitely be looked at way more. I'm more concerned about that than I am about the fucking taunting penalties. That's all I'm saying.
yes,
Exactly.
definitely.
Yes.
Taunting.
Sorry.
Speaking of taunting,
Chicken wing.
did you see? Sorry. Go ahead.
Huh?
Sorry,
What?
never said sorry.
Oh, Kansas City copy pasta.
All right.
Good job.
DJ.
Yeah, to pull a quote from my esteemed colleague Nori, I don't see the Chiefs losing another game either.
I will say KC has found the cheat code on defense. The offense is still suspect. That being said, I am going to pick KC to beat the Raiders. The Raiders have a lot more issues than that, but the Chiefs right now, I'm not fully sold on the offense just yet, but their defense is what's keeping them in games, and thank God I picked them up in fantasy because their defense is putting up like 15, 20 points a week.
Keyword, the last thing you said, keeping them in games.
Keeping them in games. I agree.
That's a scary-ass team. If they have their defense on point, imagine if they find their offense.
Yeah.
But
But
that's not.
they better find it soon, you know? So the playoffs are right around the corner, right?
They've got 3 weeks.
Yeah. All right. New Orleans at the Jets. Rob, where are you going with this one?
Wow.
Taking the Jets because it gets the Lions.
Oh my God.
Goddamn madman. I regret sending that meme. Madman.
Okay, are you sure you're not picking the Jets because you refuse to pick anyone associated with 30 for 30?
Well, that too, but the more important fact about this pick this week is that it does help our cause in getting Detroit into the playoffs.
God.
Oh my God.
God damn it.
All right. Nori, what you got?
The Jets are so bad without Mike White and so lost without their king that even the Saints still don't have a quarterback. I think they could beat the Jets.
All right.
You know, I'd actually debate that because, like, they have a young receiver.
You don't get to debate. You're not playing anymore. You use the right thing. You don't get to debate shit.
I'm pretty sure Rob's going to be changing his picks to what he really wants to pick, but you know, by the time this comes around. But anyway, Jigaway.
I need a quarter.
Oh, seriously, you have a
Seriously?
phone.
You got a phone, dude. What the fuck?
My
I'll
God.
flip it for you.
Such
got
a done to
I
death
got it.
already.
All right. Heads. Saints. And it's heads. Saints,
JC
guys.
started this crap.
Did you even
No,
flip
I
it, or you
started.
just place it down on heads because you're going to go with the Saints anyway?
Exactly.
No,
the same
yeah.
thing. Like, the fucking Jets.
I flipped it. No. I couldn't pick this one, guys. I'm sorry.
What? How do you know?
How?
I mean, the Saints. It's not
He's
hard
gonna-
when you think
he's
about
gonna
it. It's
be
the
king
Saints and the
podcast.
Jets. The Saints
He's going
haven't
to be
exactly.
king for the
you know,
podcast. He's going to say, "Oh, Jets," but then he's going to change his pick. Watch.
No, both teams don't have a quarterback.
yeah.
But the Saints
no.
have everything else, though. They have defense. They have a pass rush. They have a really good fucking coach. They have an offense still. They have Alvin Kamara. The Jets have really cool uniforms.
That's
Like-
debatable.
I like it. I like the uniforms. Hold on now.
That's
You like the
Don't
green
get
and
crazy. Don't get crazy.
very debatable. Very debatable. But all right. Yes, I'm picking the Saints, JC.
Okay, DJ.
I'm going to make my pick a lot quicker than that. I'm going with the Saints because the Jets aren't playing Mike White.
Exactly. See, it's that simple. Until they play the king, then they're going to keep losing out.
Exactly.
Y'all are
Okay.
gonna regret it when Mike White comes back. And
As a fantasy owner of Alvin Kamara, I know the Saints have had this song and dance for the last few weeks. Oh, he could play. He could play. Nope, he's inactive. If Alvin Kamara is not active, I will pick the Jets. But as it stands right now, they're telling me on my fantasy updates he's playing, so I'm going
Who's
to
the
pick the
starting
Saints.
quarterback for the Jets?
Huh?
Who's the starting quarterback for the Jets?
Flacco.
Is it Flacco?
Oh my God! I will
Flacco.
literally pick anybody else. I would have picked the Lions this week. You're fucking crazy, bro.
I'm
Well,
just
let me-
saying, I
let
think
me
if
confirm
the
it,
Saints
let
have
me
Kamara, they can win. But they've been struggling without anything. Like, I know they don't have a quarterback, but if they at least have Kamara,
Correct.
they can win a game. So.
No, it's Zach Wilson.
it's
Zach Wilson.
Oh, is Zach Wilson back? Oh, then that's tougher.
Okay,
Oh,
great.
and the
Saints.
Oh,
Yeah, then definitely
Ooh,
Saints. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
for
Saints.
real. Fuck.
That just helped.
All right.
Mike.
Where am I next? Okay, DJ, picking this one first. Big division matchup: Dallas at Washington. This you haven't even played these guys yet this year,
No.
and this potentially could come one of the games that decides the NFC East at this point. So,
Facts.
DJ, there is a long history with this rivalry. Dallas Cowboys versus Washington, formerly the racist Redskins. Now they're the football team. Who you got in this one?
This game makes me very nervous because of everything you just said there. It's a division rivalry. It's a bitter division rivalry, and football team has won 4 straight games,
beware the
including against the defending Super Bowl champs. I'm picking Dallas, but only to overcome the Washington football teams. I wouldn't even call it a beating them. So Washington, they're now ranked fifth. Ninth in rushing. They're 125 yards. This is why I'm nervous. So fifth in rushing, 125 yards a game, and they're now ranked fifth in time of possession. They possess the ball for on average 32 minutes. So if you can't get them off the field, you can't use your high-powered offense because they're going to continue being on the field. So I'm nervous about that. The reason why I think we'll overcome it is because we're going to get some big boost to our run defense. Barring anything unforeseen, Andy Gregory will be back, front seven. Neville Gallen will be back, front seven. So that should help us to basically slow down the run. And then when we slow down the run, that's going to force Taylor Heineke to have to throw the ball. We lead the league, tied with the Patriots, in interceptions. We've got 19. That will help us there. Of course, we've got Micah Parsons back there, who's nothing short of a sack machine. He's already got Defensive Rookie of the Year sewed up, and he's already in talks for Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah. That'll help out, of course. And I think we'll end up overcoming and winning this game because of our defense. And it is very, very surprising to me, myself, to ever say that I think the Cowboys are going to win because of their defense versus their offense, but that's why I think we'll win.
All right. Rob, what you got?
Gonna have to go. Shit. Who do I go with? I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I don't believe in the truth as much as you would like to believe because of my fantasy team. I believe the Cowboys defense will hold. Yeah, Antonio Gibson's good, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get through with a full healthy front seven for the Cowboys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nori?
I'm gonna make my pick very simple. I'm gonna stop doubting the Washington football team because I think they've won 3 or 4 in a row now.
4.
So
let me check.
4?
Yeah, which
Yeah,
I feel
4.
Yeah, 4, right? And
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Washington for the simple fact. I'm gonna just make this as simple as possible. The Cowboys lost to the Bucks, and the Washington football team beat them. So I think their defense is better. Mm-hmm. They're playing really good. I think we're getting the version that me and Chicken we thought at the beginning of the season, like the really formidable, good Washington defense is like playing super well. And yeah,
this is all without Chase Claypool. I didn't mean to cut you off, but this
you're
without
right.
Chase Claypool. He's been on IR. He's out for the season.
Claypool.
Chase Young.
Sorry, Chase Young. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're coming through. But,
they already had a good defense before Chase Young, and it's like showing up, and I'm surprised. And they're not overextending. They're not trying to be anything other than what they are, and they're playing really, really good. And the Cowboys have honestly yet to beat a strong team this year. I don't trust them. If I'm especially playing this for money, I don't trust them to beat a really hot team right now. So I'm going to go Washington.
All right. Chicken Wing.
I'm picking Dallas, but outside of what both guys have picked for each respective team, I honestly think it's going to come down to turnover differential between the two. Whoever wins that wins this game.
What about penalties?
That could be it too. Pass interference, especially.
Since it's at Washington, Jerry can't pay nobody to penalize the other.
Jerry can pay anybody, Mike. Don't do that. Pay anybody he wants to. Goddamn it!
Don't do that.
You're right.
We're talking about refs here.
Yeah, they're not NBA refs, so it's okay. Shit, my bad.
Wow.
But that's me on that one.
There's a weird history with this rivalry. Whatever team is doing the worst is usually the one that wins these matchups.
I agree with that.
Think about Troy Aikman's rookie year. I think the only 2 games he won were both against Washington. So, that being said, Washington's won 4 in a row. Heineke is a winner. He finds ways to win games, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that his defense is keeping him in games. And this team is riding high right now. And I got Washington winning this one at home. So where that's going to be when they play again, I don't know. But right now, the way Washington's playing, they're just finding ways to win. So I'm
2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today. Wow. Man,
Yeah, because NFL scheduling is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really gotta fix this shit.
Washington, Giants, Washington. That's Dallas's next 3 games.
Love it.
We already got Nori's pick on this next one, but we'll do it anyway. Atlanta at Carolina.
Right.
Rob,
Goddamn right, I was first.
who you got on this one?
All right. In order for the Detroit Lions to get in the Panthers to win,
my
so I'm taking the
God.
Panthers.
I'm gonna murder him in an alley. I'm gonna find an alley and murder him.
Nori,
Rig
you
full
created a
of
monster.
STDs. Rig full of STDs and just murder his body.
Yes.
Nori, I know you said Falcons earlier. Do I need to get your pick again? Or are you good?
Oh no, you heard him. I said it on my chest.
Okay.
Oh, yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did.
Go ahead.
I'm picking Atlanta. They don't have Christian McCaffrey. What team are they now? Come on.
And they lost the safety, right?
They have a
Oh, no,
quarterback.
that's Seattle. My bad.
Panthers don't even have a
Seattle.
quarterback. Like, come on, please. Go get any bus driver that'll do better than what Cam's been doing. Like, please.
Find the next Tyler Heineke, right?
See?
Let's see, DJ.
Yeah, I'm going Atlanta. We've just discussed it. We're beating it to death here. I mean, they don't have a quarterback. Christian McCaffrey's not playing. The team goes as Christian McCaffrey goes, and he's not even in. So what are they going to do?
Yeah. I'm going with Atlanta as well, but would you believe Carolina is being picked by 87% of people on Yahoo, which is crazy.
What they're looking at.
I don't know
Sure.
what they're looking at either, but yeah, I'm going with Atlanta. They're not playing bad right now. Carolina is just they got no chance. They're injury ridden, and it's a lost season for them, unfortunately.
Even Atlanta can't fuck this up, right?
Well,
I mean, they say
Right?
that.
I mean, we
Yeah.
said that
Atlanta?
about the Vikings last week, so.
yeah.
That's exactly right.
And now a matchup of teams that disappointing seasons to say the least. The final of the Sunday early games. Seattle heading to Houston. The Texans really at this point have nothing to play for but the number 1 pick. And it's the weird thing where they are mathematically the first and only team mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, but they are still not the number 1 pick in the draft at this point. So
That's how bad they are. That's how bad they are.
Jesus.
That franchise needs
eliminated.
that
And
franchise.
And they're ahead of somebody.
If I wouldn't
still has
even-
a chance. Oh my
I wouldn't
God.
even get a new GM. I would go in there with a flamethrower. And like this is not even happening. We're not even here. Like, holy God. They change your name, change your colors, move, go to London.
How can
So-
you be so bad to have a better record than someone and still be eliminated, and they're not? How?
yeah.
And you don't even have a number 1 draft pick right now.
No.
No, you don't.
They don't.
Wow.
And not only that,
Thank you,
not only
Bill
that,
O'Brien. I love you for
could have
that.
fleeced. You could have fleeced a Miami and got 2 first-round picks out of them, but you were greedy fucking pigs, and now you're still stuck with Deshaun Watson, who's going to end up in jail, sitting right next to Ruggs. You're fucking stupid. All fucking stupid.
So
Can't stand the Texans.
So is there a scenario
Texans
where
are fucking
Jacksonville
trash.
gets in still?
There is a scenario. They're not mathematically eliminated. Yes, there's a scenario.
Does the scenario involve Nightwalkers?
Only one. The
That
only
might be
ones
tougher to
eliminated
get to Detroit. If you
is-
think about it.
Wait,
The one's limited
wait, they both get in?
God damn it, Rob. Rob, you're out of control. You're out of control, Rob.
Nori, you created a monster. A monster.
Hold on.
Rob, you have the playoff machine.
I'm looking,
Do
I'm
it.
looking, I'm looking, alright?
Oh
Okay.
my God, man.
Does anybody here think that Seattle would lose to Bill O'Brien's greatest creation?
No,
No.
No.
I'm picking Seattle to win.
I'm picking Seattle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, taking Seattle, definitely.
Does that factor into the Detroit thing too, Rob? By the way. So
Actually, no, it doesn't.
okay, cool.
Yeah, so.
All right, on to the Sunday late afternoon games, and
Oh, goody.
you never know with this one. Detroit at Denver.
These fuckers.
Riding high off of the potentially trying to get their first win streak of the season,
Fuckers.
going into Denver,
These fuckers, man.
who
It's
has
so
been
funny.
one of the most inconsistent teams of the year.
It's so funny. The Lions aren't even in our division, and he hates them. It's so funny.
I really do, man.
Are we scorned
my
by an
God.
ex-girlfriend that was like a Lions fan or something? Like, what's going on here? So,
Oh my God, boys! I just found the Jacksonville scenario.
Like you motherfucker. All right.
It's not as bad as Detroit. They only have 34 steps to get
Wait,
in.
wait, wait. There is a scenario where both of them get in.
Oh, I really don't
Oh
like this
my.
girl.
okay, here we go. Anyway,
I like this.
Does
Like, what's
anybody
happening?
here think Detroit gets their first win streak of the season with 2 straight wins?
Well, I mean,
I mean, are
No,
we so
no.
convinced the Broncos are that much better?
no.
No, we're not.
No,
I'm
they are
actually-
6-6. But yeah.
I'm actually.
You know
legit
what?
thinking-
I'm probably not going to catch up. I'm picking the Lions.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, ooh.
Anybody else picking the Lions? This is
No.
fun. We should do this for the Lions picks every.
This is-
I know Rob's picking the Lions because
Oh,
obviously
I'm
that
picking the
factors
Lions,
in.
of course. They have to win out, so yeah, I'm picking the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions have to win out, but like Denver, they're 2 games behind Kansas City,
They still have a shot.
so
Yeah.
they still have a shot. No, I'm picking Denver because
So they
That's-
scored 9 points against the Chiefs, and the Detroit Lions defense ain't that bad. It ain't that good, but it sure shit ain't that bad. And Denver don't look that impressive to me, and Detroit has a lot of momentum. You saw they were celebrating like they just cured COVID. Like, so fuck that. Motivation. I don't know. I've seen a lot of teams overperform.
Yeah.
I feel like they can pull off the upset.
And how many times in history have we seen a team be like the last team to get a win and then they ran off like 2 or 3 in a row? But
it's true.
Yeah.
but that being said, I'm still going with Denver. Yeah. I feel like they
With
have
all
more to play
that,
for.
yeah, in Denver.
All right. New York Giants.
There's
What's up?
I'm
my
gonna
pick.
go. I'm gonna go
Did you make your pick?
Denver.
Oh, sorry, I thought
and
everybody
then-
said theirs. My bad. So
I'm just
No,
waiting
I
for
have-
it. Yeah.
I hadn't yet. I'm picking Denver, but it's only because Jared Goff has the flu, so he may not play.
ooh, breaking news.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wow.
I don't know who Detroit's backup is, but if they don't have Jared Goff, they
I
got
don't know
no
if he
shot.
is either, but if he comes in and beats the fucking Broncos, everyone's gonna know who he is. Let me tell you.
That flamethrower is going straight to Denver. That's what's going to happen.
Yes.
All right, the Giants heading out to LA for a home game against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Chargers.
Oh, yeah, okay, go for it. Why is that?
I need to elaborate. Okay. All right. So when I was starting quarterback,
I mean, if you want, that's fine. Well, the Chargers aren't exactly consistent
here.
either. You can't figure that out. So.
we all saw Mike Lennon pay last week, right? And then even him on his deathbed with a concussion, they want to trot him out instead of our practice squad quarterback who hasn't played an NFL snap yet in his fucking career. That's that quarterback position is. Now let's get to the wide receivers. We have Tony probably out again. We have Sterling Shepard probably out again. We have 96 million Kevin. Fucking, you don't even goddamn deserve a last name. Galladay. No, you don't even deserve a first name. It's so fucking made of glass. This is the most, literally, I don't know if they broke the record for the 49ers last year, but they are now the most expensive, most people on injury reserve all year, the Giants. I hope that somehow they manage to lose below 0 because I fucking hate this goddamn franchise. So I hope the Chargers beat them like 99 to -3. Fuck.
Okay.
And then when they don't score. No, hold on. Here's
Okay, go
where I snapped. Here's where I snapped.
Okay.
Because there's 250 yards total of offense. We don't score a touchdown, and Joe Judge has the fucking goddamn audacity to go out and say, "I liked a lot of things I saw today." Bitch, what did you like? The Nathan's hot dog stand? What did you fucking like? Hot ass girl with the titties in row 3? What did you like? We're seeing 2 different things. Tell me. Help me help you. Tell me what you liked. Goddamn hate this franchise.
Okay. Based on that analysis from a true Giants fan, does anybody picking the Giants to win against the
Don't
Chargers?
do it. I love you guys. Do not pick the Giants.
Yeah.
No.
Don't do that cute little thing where like they might win. No, I'm telling you, like they're bad right now. There's too many people hurt. Even if they're all healthy, I'd say maybe because the Chargers are not consistent. Seriously, no bullshit, no joking. Everybody's hurt, and no, don't do it.
Yeah, I'm picking the Chargers, and yeah, Nori already hit everything I was going to even talk about, and then some. So yes, Chargers.
Yeah. Let's figure out how to let him do that. Rob, how does this play into the Lions scenario?
Damn it, Chasey.
I have to ask.
Sorry, working on the Jaguars one.
I posted the link. There's nothing for you to work, bro.
No, but I want one with Detroit getting in. Detroit doesn't get in that scenario.
Oh, okay. Well, too bad.
Let's take New York because. Oh wait.
No,
Actually,
you-
yeah, New York has to win in order for the.
The Lions?
Oh no! Chargers have to win. So yeah, Chargers.
Okay.
Chargers, go.
All right.
The
there you
I
universe
was
wants
going
the
to
Chargers
say
to
that
win. You see what I mean?
Detroit is on a fucking prayer right now. If the Lions, the Giants have to win. All right.
God damn.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're all going Chargers here. Nori, I'm going to ask this real quick. Are you going to? Is there a scenario where you would pick the Giants to win it all the rest of the season?
If they all got really, if Daniel Jones was healthy, and our wide receivers were healthy, because like Tony being healthy, yeah, I think they have a shot against everybody. They're actually healthy because the defense played really, really good against Philly 2 weeks ago. So we just need the offense to meet them half fucking way. Like go out to the goddamn mailbox, meet somebody half fucking way, man. And there's too many injuries and there's too much incompetence. And what all the injuries? As much as I like them, they're literally too hurt to beat any competitive football team right now. I would not pick the Giants to beat anybody, even the Lions. Not right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Chicken Wing, you're picking the next one first. Two teams I personally cannot figure out. The 49ers against the Bengals. Cincinnati being at home for this one. The line on this is interesting, has flipped. When it opened, Cincinnati was favored, and I guess a lot of money started coming in on the Niners, so the Niners are actually favored by 1.5 now. So, Chicken Wing, where are you going on this one?
Well, before I answer that, to answer Nori's point, the Giants, yes, have the most players on IR, but they don't have the highest salary on IR. That title belongs to the Jets at $52 million on IR.
Wow.
The Ravens
Wow.
are at $44 million, and then the Lions are at $43 million on IR. Those are the top three teams.
Look, you fat slut. Nobody asked you anything. I gave a goddamn definitive answer that cannot be Googled. Now, who do you fucking pick? San Francisco 49ers or the goddamn Cincinnati Bengals? Stay on topic.
Okay.
Trevor Clark the King.
I'm picking the Bengals. As of right now, if Debo is the start, then I'm going to flip it to San Francisco. He was a huge factor, and it showed last week when we didn't have him to pressure Seattle's non-existent defense, who stopped us in the second half and shut us out. So, yes.
All right. Rob, what you got on this one?
Which game is this? Sorry, I was looking at you.
Niners at Bengals.
Rob, we need to lose.
I'm taking the Bengals. Yeah,
We need to lose, Rob, for Detroit to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bengals.
All right, there you go.
Okay. Nori.
I'm actually going with the 49ers, even without Debo Samuel, because the Bengals can't put together 2 consecutive good wins against semi-good teams, and I think the Shanahan's going to coach his way out of this.
All right.
Isn't Joe Mixon back?
DJ, what you got?
Going with the 49ers. And I actually found some semblance of a pattern for the Bengals, and that's part of the reason why I'm picking the 49ers. So ever since they played the Lions on the 17th, we're going to start with that game. They won that game, and then they beat the Ravens. And then the following week after they beat the Ravens, they lost to the Jets. Then they lost to the Bengals. And they came back and won 2 straight games. So they won 2, lost 2, won 2, and they just lost to the Chargers.
The Bengals.
So I'm going to go with the Niners, and I also think the Niners' run game is truly becoming one of the better ones in the NFL, so I really just think they're going to run the Bengals off the field.
That's true. Actually, you know what? To take your pattern even further, DJ, they are literally the law of average. Week 1, they won. Week 2, they lost. Steelers, they won 2. And then the only time they broke that pattern was the Packers. But then they went 2, 2, 2, and then now they're set to lose 2. That's funny that you pointed out.
Wow.
It is.
And Burrow has 14 INTs for the season. He is leading the NFL in picks. So, crazy.
I mean, he threw
didn't
3 of
either.
them in one game. So.
Yeah.
True.
It takes him trying to catch them, but we'll leave that alone.
I'm picking Cincy to bounce back here at home. This is one of those that could be a coin flip type game, but with the Ravens losing, they got a gift, and they need to step up at home and get a win here. So, I honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals put up 30, 40 points, because when their offense finally gets going, it gets going. And so I'm picking Cincinnati here on this one at home. All right, Rob, you're picking this next one first.
Bucks.
That plays into your Lions scenario here too.
I hate you, JC. I hate you so much.
I have to ask.
Yes.
I asked this shit.
Yes, it does. Okay.
What have I started?
I don't know what
Bills at Buccaneers.
I'm definitely ending this.
Fuck.
Rob's going with the Bucks at home because the Bills couldn't get one at home with 100-mile-an-hour winds and
100
shit
mile
like that.
hour
Yeah.
wind
So
could kick a-
yeah. Nori, who you got?
Hold on. Serious question here. No trolling.
Sure.
You've all seen how the Bills have played the last few weeks. We've seen Tampa Bay have played the last few weeks. Who's actually going for the Bills?
I don't know.
Nobody.
You're the number one Bills fan here.
Which means I'm smart enough to know that they're not going to beat the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but-
Everything was basically in place for them to beat the Patriots last week. The weather was the equalizer of everything the Patriots were going to do. It shut Mac Jones down. He could not throw.
Still the
They're
same
at home.
point.
You know?
Bills have not beaten a good team, and until they do, I can't justify picking them.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I
we're
was
all
gonna
going
pick
Tampa.
Buck
Pretty easy pick,
because
right?
Yep.
I assume.
They're a better team, but that was my reason for that.
Okay.
If someone's actually picking the Bills, go for it, because I feel like everybody's going to pick the Bucks.
Oh yeah, I'm picking the Bucks.
Yeah, I got Bucks.
For sure.
I doubt it.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
All right. On to the Sunday night game. The longest running rivalry in the history of the NFL. Bears at Packers. The team, of course, that Aaron Rodgers owns. And he's going to be playing them at home. Green Bay, oh Jesus Christ, favorite at home by 12.
Yeah,
Anybody think the Bears are going to come in and pull the upset?
I think the Bears will cover the spread.
Okay.
That's all they're
Yeah, that's a fair pick. Yeah.
I'm a big fat Packers fan this week because we hold the number one pick for the Bears, so we need them to keep losing out. So
that's
go
right.
Pack, go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, on to the question here. This is interesting with the Lions scenario because both teams are in their division. Who does Detroit need to win for this game? Rob.
Oh, they need the Packers to win.
The Packers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they need
Funny
the
how
Packers
that works out.
Yeah, it keeps Minnesota.
Keep Chicago
one
out of the
game.
running.
Well, it keeps Minnesota. That tie that Detroit has is what's the tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
So like Minnesota,
my
Chicago
goodness.
need to lose out, and then yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Whoever's in the league pushes further out. Whoever's behind loses out. That's how
Wow.
they get in.
Right.
It's just barely though.
That's
And then Monday night game, and this one could potentially be for the division when you get down to it. Rams at Cardinals. Cardinals won the first meeting, so they lead the division by 2 games at this point. So if the Rams lose this one, they're pretty much playing for a wild card at this point. Rob, who you got on this? Rams or Cardinals?
This is one of my hardest choices because I really like the Rams. I like what they were doing, but then they tried to become an all-star team and just didn't work. I'm gonna take Arizona. I think their defense held up while Kyler was gone, and now that Kyler's back, it's just a Thanos sort of. Oh look, everything came together. Let's go win.
Nori.
Yeah, the Rams had to run into the Jaguars to be good. No, yeah, you're fucking liars. I don't agree with Rob at all. I think the Cardinals are gonna break their backs again. I think they're gonna fuck them up, sweep. The Rams have a lot of potential. Matthew Stafford's playing like shit, and the Cardinals are not playing like shit. So I think these teams going into opposite directions, and it's kind of sad because I'd like to see the Rams do something, but Cardinals look to me still like the best team in the NFL.
All right. Chickawee?
I think with the Cardinals getting healthier again,
That too. Good point.
this is the perfect time for them to be healthier and just basically lock the West. So I see the Cardinals sweeping them this season.
All right. DJ?
Yeah, I got the Cardinals, and I got the Cardinals comfortably. The Rams are inconsistent as shit. You know, they beat the Jags, hooray. But before that, they got beat by the Packers. They got destroyed by the 49ers because Jimmy G owns them. They got beat by the Titans. So I think the Cardinals will win, and they'll win comfortably, and they'll sew up the West.
Yeah, same for me. Arizona at home, and at this point, they're actually trying to sweep their division games. They're 4-0 in the division so far this year, so I'm liking the Cardinals to get a win here. Nor you said it, like since they made the trades and the moves for Von Miller and Odell Beckham Jr., the only team that they have beaten is the Jaguars.
Kind of suck because you put that team on Madden, they don't lose to anybody.
Yeah, so
But this is not Madden, so
it's not a team; it's a group of individuals right now. So.
very good.
All right, that is our not-so-expert analysis and predictions for Week 14 of the NFL season. So how does that play into our playoff predictions? Mentioned at the top of the show, but if you go onto ESPN's website, go to the NFL section, find the link that says NFL Playoff Machine, and you can click through the games. Obviously, we have on our own. We don't know what the scenarios are, although we've pretty much figured Rob is still trying to figure out how the Lions and the Jags get in. But we got through and just clicked who, at this point, we think is going to win the rest of the games of the season. And you can actually pick ties on this machine, by the way. And we're going to project, at this point, who we predict will be in the playoffs and what the playoff matchups are going to be after Week 18. So we're going to do this in the order of your overall standings as of right now. So,
fuck.
chicken wing.
Damn it.
Let's go, Mike.
Let's go. What
Damn
you
it.
got?
I was not ready, guys.
We're all ears, buddy. How are you not ready, dude? You said the shit was done. Come on, man.
No, I mean I was, but like I wasn't like near my computer. Anyway,
All right.
so I'm gonna start with AFC and I'm gonna go to the NFC. I'm just gonna name the matches.
Okay.
So that way you'll know who is where and who wins what division. I have first round bye going to Tennessee.
Okay.
I honestly believe with the rest of their schedule, if you look at it, they could win them all. They can win out, including beating us in San Francisco. Or, I'm sorry, it's at Nashville this year, right?
It's in Nashville. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
So I think Tennessee will beat us, barring any other setbacks, because I think that's the week Henry could come back that week. With that being said, I have the wild cards as Indy at New England, the Chargers at Cincy, and then Baltimore at Kansas City. And ironically, the division winners are all 12-5 except for Tennessee at 13-4.
Who do you have New England losing to? I'm curious.
I think they took a loss
Is it Miami?
to the Colts. I'm sorry. Not the Colts. I'm sorry. I was disrespectful, guys. I'm sorry.
The Taylors.
the Taylors. Come on, dude. Say it right.
I know you're right. The Taylors. I haven't listened to the Taylors, and I think they went out the rest of the season. Yeah, they beat Buffalo again. They sweep Buffalo. Then they beat. I think it was Jacksonville, week 17, and then Miami. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And on the NFC side?
NFC, I have Arizona locking it at 14-3. And for the wild card games, I have a minority matchup: the Niners at Tampa Bay,
Ooh, boy.
the Rams at Green Bay, and then a NFC matchup: Philly at Dallas.
Okay.
Philly.
Interesting. All right. Next on the standings is me. I actually have New England with the first round bye on the AFC side. My wild card matchups are Buffalo at Tennessee. I do have the Titans winning out, especially because we are getting healthy at the right time, and I think having Julio Jones, AJ Brown, and Derrick Henry back will help us a lot against the Niners and Dolphins. Next matchup is going to be the 6-seed Chargers going up against the 3-seed Kansas City Chiefs.
Ooh.
And 5th seed Ravens going into Cincinnati to play the division winner Bengals.
Okay, so we just flip-flop.
Yeah, I think we just flip-flopped that. So
Yeah. we flip-flop first, second, third, and fourth. That's what we did.
yeah. Interesting. I have New England, Tennessee, and Kansas City at 13-4. Cincy, Baltimore, and the Chargers at 11-6, and then the Buffalo getting in the 7th seed at 10-7. So
That's crazy.
on the NFC side, I don't think I see Arizona losing another game. 15-2, they'd be the number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
The wildcard games are going to be the Rams at the 7th seed, taking on the 2 seed Bucks. The 6 seed 49ers going into Green Bay and taking on the Packers.
Oh, that's a lock.
And the 5th seed Dallas Cowboys going to Washington to play the football team as the last wild card game.
Damn.
I have the football team wrapping up the NFC East at week 17. So
Disrespectful.
that's the way they're playing right now. So
Dirty.
Shit, bro.
yep.
I'm here so I don't get fined.
Oh my god, dude.
By the way, guys, Chickawing, if you haven't already, take a screenshot, put it in our Discord chat so that we can kind of save that. So
not too early.
yeah.
But, yeah.
DJ, who you got?
So AFC, I've got Kansas City as the number 1 seed, 13-4. And then wild card games, I've got Buffalo at 10-7 at the 7th seed, going to New England at 12-5. I've got Chargers at 10-7 as the 6th seed, going to Tennessee. Then I've got Cincy at 9-6 and 1 as the 5th seed, going to Baltimore at 10-6-1.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. So disrespectful.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah, I found that little feature. I was like, cool, I can do that. Let's do it. So here we are.
He said tie.
And that's a new level of pettiness. Congratulations.
I appreciate
Didn't Rob do that last year?
He did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It's like,
Then,
wait, you can give him a tie?
NFC, I've got Green Bay at 14-3 as the number 1 seed. Then I've got 7th seed Philly at 8-8 going to Arizona. 6th seed 49ers 8-8
How you
going
go
to
8? Oh, okay.
8-8. Did you miss a game? Or
Yeah,
9
he
and
missed
8?
a game.
Missed a game.
Yeah, he missed a game.
must have missed one.
Yeah,
That's
he's
weird
supposed to
because
be
I could
17.
have. Hold on, let me go back and make
Oh,
sure I got
Play the
everything.
Jeopardy music here.
Crap, bro.
Dun,
Hold up.
dun, dun.
I missed the game.
You missed a game. Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Who did I
Should be
miss?
fine.
Oh. Yeah, that changes me all around.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god. No, I'll let DJ finish.
Go ahead.
Then I'll
We'll come back to you at the
I'll
end.
clarify.
Okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
All right.
There it is.
All right, DJ.
There it goes. All right, cool. Everything now. All right, so Green Bay still number 1 seed. Philly still 7 seed, 9-8, going against Arizona. Niners still 6 seed, 9-8, going against the Bucks, and then 5th seed Rams going to 4th seed Dallas.
Oh,
Okay.
actually.
Who do you have New England losing to? I'm curious.
The Dolphins.
Just the Dolphins?
Yes, just
Oh.
the Dolphins.
Okay. It's crazy. That one game could be the difference between the Patriots getting a 1 seed or a 3 seed. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Facts.
All right. Nori, what you got on your playoff machine?
I have Kansas City at 13-4 as the number 1 seed. I have 7th seed Buffalo at 10-7 at 2nd seed New England 12-5, and I agree with DJ. I think they're going to lose to Miami.
Yep.
I think New England wins the rest of the games though. I have the 6th seed Colts at the 3rd seed Titans.
Oh my God.
I have the 5th seed Chargers rematch at the division-winning Cincinnati Bengals. I have for the NFC. I have NFC Arizona Cardinals 15-2. I have the 7th seed Dallas taking on a rematch of Week 1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wow.
At 14-3. I have the 6th seed 49ers in Green Bay. And I have the 5th seed Rams taking on the NFC East winning Washington football team.
So those wild card, the slots is all basically tiebreakers at that point because they're pretty close in record, I assume, right?
Pretty close, yeah. And the reason I'm saying is because I think Dallas goes 1-3. I think they're one being the Giants because they're just a free win on the schedule right now. I don't, again, based on Washington how it's playing, based on how Washington's playing, I don't see them. I see Washington sweeping them, just keeping running the ball, keeping Prescott off the field, and Dallas's defense is starting to get exposed by better teams. They look fantastic against shitty teams, but better teams, better coaches are exposing them. But a lot. We're going to find out a lot this week. And I think I had them losing to Philly also in the Week 18.
I think I know in my scenario, I actually had Washington losing to the Giants only because they would have the NFC East wrapped up by the time they play them.
Either way, in my scenario, I have Dallas and the 49ers in, but if I'm very torn on Week 18 between Philly and the Dallas, because Philly got their backs blown out last time, but this time they're playing a lot better, you know. And the only difference in that would be the 49ers would play the Bucks and the Cowboys would play the Packers. That would be literally the only difference in my bracket.
Cool. And then I assume you had Miami winning out because it sounds like you had them beating the Patriots and the Titans on that, right?
I did.
Okay. And there's some scenarios they could get into. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
All right.
Wow.
And Rob, finally, your playoff machine. This can be interesting. What you got?
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right. I'm gonna give you my real one, but there is a really good one with the Lions.
Okay. Let's hear. I cannot wait. Let's
Okay,
wait for this. All right.
Okay, for the real one,
Give it a little bit.
okay, I actually have the Patriots winning out and getting the number 1 seed.
Okay.
I've got the 7th seed Buffalo Bills against 2nd seed Kansas City Chiefs. I've got the Indianapolis Tailors taking on JC's favorite team, the Titans. You're gonna love that matchup. And then I have the 5th seed Los Angeles Chargers, the Los Angeles away team facing off the Cincinnati Bengals. So,
All right.
4-5.
Okay.
On the NFC side, for my actual bracket, I've got the Green Bay Packers winning out and ending at 14-3. So they get the first round bye. I have the 7th seed Washington something team versus the Cardinals at 14-3 also. I've got a minority matchup with the Niners facing the Bucks. Niners coming in as 6th seed. And then the Rams versus the Cowboys for the very last game.
Ooh.
I'm curious to know who you have Arizona losing to down the stretch.
I think it was some bias game that I was like, sure, why not?
Okay.
If Dallas really wants to show
Actually,
people they're for real, they need to win the Week 17 matchup.
He probably
Yeah,
has
okay.
him losing to the Colts.
Agreed.
I have them losing, to the Colts.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the
So do I.
only. Yeah, it's the Colts. Was the only game.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
so now
Good.
for the fun one.
So this scenario. Now this is the scenario where the Lions get in, right?
This is a scenario with the Lions again. I couldn't work it to both the Lions and the
Jags.
Jaguars because they
my
share a
God.
game that one game literally tilts the.
Hold on. I want you all to do me a favor real quick. Everybody, go to your Week 17 on your serious ones, Rob. On your serious one. Go to Week 17, and I assume most of you have Arizona beating Dallas. But if you switch that to Dallas, look how much your bracket changes.
This changes
God damn.
everything. This
yeah.
sends Tampa
Well-
to the 2nd seed. It sends.
So what I'm saying is this is a
Holy
major game for Week 17 for the NFC. It's a major.
Maybe
Mike.
top 3.
In my
Like,
scenario, it actually only flips Tampa and Arizona, where Tampa would get the bye and Arizona would be facing the Rams, and it keeps everything the same because Washington, in my scenario, would have the tiebreaker over the Cowboys. So it'd
My
still be
teams
4.
don't change, but I have 4 of them that all change their seeds.
Wow.
With that
So-
one win, that changes 3 of my games.
Yeah, changes. That changes 3 of my teams.
I changed 3 of mine too, and yo, Mike, if it goes my way in this prediction, I would come to Dallas.
You know what? I might just take the Dallas pick on this one just so I can see this one.
Actually, that's actually kind of funny you said that. I have Dallas losing, and I still see you, DJ. Well, we'll talk
yeah.
about that in a second.
All right.
All right, well,
Okay.
Now, for every Lions fan out there listening to this, here is
Okay.
the scenario. And what the
37
playoffs
things
would
that need
look
to
like.
happen.
Yeah.
37 things need to happen, but it ends up with New England being the number 1 seed at 12-5.
Okay.
Okay.
Buffalo at 9-8 going into Cincinnati, the 2nd seed at 12-5.
Holy shit!
Baltimore going into Tennessee. Baltimore at 10-7, Tennessee at 12-5.
Wow.
And the Las Vegas Raiders at 10-7 going into Kansas City at 12-5.
Kansas City
Wow.
being number 4
Wow,
seed.
Wow.
Okay.
The
Raiders.
Raiders making the fucking
The
playoffs.
Raiders. The Raiders make the playoffs.
God.
On the
What
NFC
the
side,
This is
in order
fun.
for the Detroit Lions, and I may have manipulated this just a tad. So
Let me get my Bible for
It's-
this one.
the It is the
Good.
number 1 seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 14-3.
Fuck you,
It
bro.
is the 7th seed Detroit Lions at 6-10-1
7th seed.
versus the 2nd seed Green Bay Packers.
Holy
The
shit.
6th seed Philadelphia Eagles will go into the 3rd seed LA Chargers at 13-4. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Cow.
What?
And then the 5th seed Arizona Cardinals will be hosted by the 4th seed Dallas Cowboys.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. That'll never happen.
Crazy.
Good job.
I mean, there's 37 things that have to happen to get just the
So
two.
somehow the
So-
Rams will have to start winning with this team, win the division, and knock the
Mhm.
Cards into a wild card spot.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The madness
okay.
that we started.
Detroit, there is hope. Yeah.
There
Until
is
next week once they've lost this game and then it's just kind of all.
Then
I
it's
swear,
done. Then
if
it's
these
done.
scenarios start playing out, like, oh boy, here we go.
Detroit fans, I think you can beat Denver. I'm telling you. Believe.
I'm just gonna
I think you
believe
beat 'em.
ya.
Denver, you're lucky Denver don't have a good quarterback.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Oh man.
Okay, so the change that it did, because I completely missed San Francisco hosting the Texans.
Oh,
So I obviously
Man,
picked
wow.
us to win.
Yeah.
So that
Jeez.
actually put LA going to Tampa. So Rob's gonna be like cheat mode, be like,
Hold on.
oh, both my
Hold on,
teams,
Mike.
yay.
When do your two teams play? When do they play? Week 15?
who?
Houston? Oh,
No, no,
me and
what-
JC?
16,
Yeah.
16.
Week
16.
16.
When Henry's back, you think you're beating the Titans?
No, I
No,
put
he
us
has
to
he
lose.
has he has
No,
the
he hasn't
Niners
losing.
and the Titans. Yeah.
He has-
Yeah, the Titans. I'm sorry, I thought you said 49ers winning. Continue, sir.
No. The Texans. I was
talking
the game
about
I
Niners,
forgot.
Texans.
Texans
Which is the
game.
week after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's the game.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have us actually going 2-3 the rest of the season.
Really?
Sorry, 3-2 the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, who's the third person you lose? The team you losing to?
No, I mean the only team I could lose to is actually the Rams because they could play spoiler unless we both lock playoffs.
And if Jimmy G's playing, you're winning. Is what I'm saying to that.
Actually, no, Rams could play spoiler because if we lose, based on my scenario, Washington gets in.
You not have the 49ers winning Week 14? Oh, you picked the Bengals, right?
We picked
I
the
picked
Bengals.
He picked the Bengals.
yes.
Yeah.
See, I think 49ers go 4-1.
Yep.
So
I think I have them 3-2, but that Falcons game Week 15 is a trap game for the Niners if they take that lightly. So
it is. So it has Rob cheating with the Rams going to Tampa.
Yes.
I was like, I win no matter what.
Either way, I won.
I
Yeah.
can't lose. Like it's,
Fucking cheater. I have Philly going to Green Bay, so that does Dallas a favor because they don't have to deal with them. And then
We don't want to see Aaron Rodgers.
and then it's a minority matchup between me and DJ going to Dallas.
Fucking great, dude. If y'all come here, you're coming here. Okay.
Oh, that is.
Oh,
too
man.
funny.
If we
I will
play,
drive
you're
to
coming
Dallas.
here. Yes.
Oh, yes, bro.
Okay.
I will
Holy
go to
shit.
Dallas for that game.
Gonna tear this place apart.
Because I'll be the only Niners fan between you, the woman, and
Honestly,
the
I
woman.
would go just antagonize whoever's losing more.
Actually, I will.
You're welcome, dude. Come on up.
I
You're
will.
welcome, bro.
I will wear it. And I'm no, actually, no. Wait, hold on. Is 49ers in Dallas?
49ers
yeah,
going to Dallas, yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
will.
does.
I will be in there with the most loudest Steve Young jersey. Absolutely. Never mind. The 49ers will always be superheroes to me because Dallas could have won more Super Bowls and they stopped it. So
Right.
they'll always be
they
superheroes
stopped
to
the
me.
repeat. That's right. Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
I don't
they
like
did.
them, I don't like their fans, but I like them.
yeah.
Yes.
I would love to go, but I think I have to go to Quinceañera that weekend. But geez, wildcard weekend would be crazy. Yeah.
Wild card weekend. So it just really depends, bro. But like, yeah, as soon as we figure it out, and if we go to Dallas, bet we'll take pictures and do all that there.
Oh yeah.
It's getting fun. So most of us, not me, but some of us had some minority matchups in the wild card round, which could be crazy. Yeah.
So because I missed a pick, so I went ahead and fixed it. So it changed a couple of things on my AFC side too.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So-
really? Wow.
Kansas City's still the number 1 seed,
Okay.
but Miami is the 7th seed going to New England.
Wait, the Bills are out?
So a rematch of their Week 18 matchup. They
Yes.
would play 2 weeks in a row. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Buffalo's going to Tennessee. Buffalo being the 6th seed, and then the Chargers are going to Baltimore.
So the
Chargers
Bengals don't.
So the
in?
Bengals don't? What?
Those don't
Bengals
get in.
don't get in. Wow.
What? What?
What did Baltimore do that? Okay.
Who are they losing to? Are they losing to Denver in your scenario or what?
Let me go back and I'll check it.
Yeah, who does?
Wait.
How?
Yeah, I
I
think you're a
was-
madman, bro.
I was in the conversation.
He
What
would have
happened?
them losing to the Ravens week 16.
Right.
He has them losing to the Chiefs week 17. And then he either has them losing to the Browns or losing to the Broncos.
Who?
The Bengals.
You're a madman, brother.
Your brother.
No. What team? I'm sorry.
The Bengals.
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 So the
Yeah,
Bengals will
losing.
lose to the
You would
49ers in week 14.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right. He picked the
Saw that
49ers.
Yeah, you picked it
Uh
up.
huh. They'll lose to Baltimore in week 16. And then they'll lose to Kansas City in week 17. Because it's Kansas City.
Wait, didn't the Bengals free up Baltimore already?
Yeah, they did the first time they played.
They
They
did.
destroyed them.
I don't think they'll do it again.
Do you think the Ravens are playing better now that they're gonna like?
I
Nah,
think the
son.
Ravens are the same team they were when they played last time, but yeah.
Yeah, and last time the Ravens were like playing good. Now they're playing like doo doo. I don't know, man.
Let me delete this.
Bold. It's bold. So
Let me delete this.
Bad man status.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's copy pasta this.
I'm going to.
Wow.
Screenshots.
yeah, so if you guys haven't already, snip it, put it in our Discord group chat. If you out there want to have fun with this playoff machine, go on to ESPN's website as I mentioned. Figure it
Trust.
out, take a screenshot, tweet it at us at SportsMinerPod. Yeah,
It's
go ahead,
not for
Nori.
you.
Huh?
It's not for you.
Yeah.
At Sports Minor Pod.
If you happen to find the nightmare scenario where the Jags and the Lions get in, put that in there. Send us a screenshot as well, so we
You
can see
find
how that
any
happens.
scenario where the New York
It's
Giants
not-
get in the playoffs? No, you didn't.
It's not possible. It's actually not possible.
He said,
because,
"No, you
like,
didn't."
There's one
Nope.
game that both of them shares that if either team like flip flops, the other team gets.
It's
Wow,
because
so
of that
one
Detroit
game
tie,
decides
right?
whether it's the Lions
it's
or the
tie.
Jags that
Yeah,
get in.
it's the tie that they would have to tie somewhere. Like there's some random scenario where they have to tie and then everybody else loses out something. But
Wow.
it still pushes like one more person into the.
Yeah. So
It's a
I had
really
a wrong
weird-
pick, and so I'm not gonna go through my scenario again. I'm just gonna put it in the chat.
Okay,
All right, but
cool. All right, this machine is fun. We'll probably revisit this again in a couple of weeks as a couple more weeks of games play out. And then obviously when we get to week 18, we will make our predictions then, and that will basically be our final predictions on the playoffs, and then go from there. So
You know, DJ, I'm
Yeah.
curious. What if I went with your decision? Oh, it didn't do anything to mine.
okay. Thank you everyone for joining us. This was a crazy episode, but so much fun. And so we'll see how we do next week. Our week 14 picks. We'll recap that and then make our predictions for week 15. And for you college football fans out there, bowl season's a little over a couple weeks away. For some of us, that is truly the most wonderful time of the year. So thank you again for joining us. We do appreciate you listening to the Sports Minorities podcast. Again, I'm JC, your resident Titans fan. Joining me as always are
Chicken wing. I'm still. Wow, stop, Rob. I hate you so much. Jesus Christ.
What the hell? Oh. yeah, I got it. I got it.
Chicken wing, Niners fan. We still have a chance. Yay.
This is Nori, hoping the Bears and Giants, rightfully so, lose every regular season fucking game. I even hope they lose their bye weeks.
hey, what's up, y'all? It's Rob, Bucks fan for life. But man, let's go to Detroit. You can do this. You have hope. There is a chance. It's all it needs.
DJ here, resident Cowboys fan. Rob, you're a madman. And Detroit, if you get in the playoffs somehow, I'll take 10 shots for you.
if Detroit gets in, anybody going to Vegas put a bet on them to win a playoff game.
Shoot, I'm gone already.
I already got the
50
flight.
bucks on Detroit.
I've got the flight set. I'm good. Let's do this. If they make it past this week 14, I'm all for it.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on the Sports Minorities Podcast, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks, everyone, once again for listening to the Sports Minorities Podcast. We do appreciate it. If you want to keep the conversation going, we're on Twitter at Sports Minor Pod and also on Facebook at Sports Minorities. Our YouTube channel, Sports Minorities. Search on there. We live stream every now and then, just some random stuff. And you can also reach us via email, sports.minorities@gmail.com. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and we'll catch y'all next time.
What's worse, me winning both leagues or Dallas winning the Super Bowl?
Well, since
You
Dallas
winning
has a higher
both leagues
chance
because
of-
you're taking
yeah.
money from all of us, asshole.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Yeah.
There you go, right there.
Yeah,
That.
Gonna have to.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
but
not
it's
even the
not-
money. It's not even the money. It could have been like 67 pesos. The fact that you winning anything is a disruption to the natural balance of human life because you're
But
a horrible
Dallas
What is the
wins,
exchange rate
bro.
on that?
We gotta deal with that for at
No,
least
I know.
8
That's why I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one is worse.
Bro,
Forget
she
if
talks
Dallas
the
does
most
win.
shit, bro. She talks the most shit to me.
You
bro.
probably
She will
started. Let's be honest here. So
You know
No.
what? I changed my mind. I want Dallas to win now because Trey's gonna
Rob?
talk so much shit to Mike.
You want
it's
me
gonna
to
be
suffer?
hilarious.
Hell yeah, Mike. That's
It's
great.
hilarious. No,
I'm
this
your
is
boy.
like perfect.
No, you're
this?
not.
What is this fucking blasphemy I hear? Look, I'm supposed to be your boy.
I
You're
don't hear
supposed to
anything
have my
blasphemous.
back.
I'm your boy. Like, yeah, most definitely. But I'm gonna give you the hardest time ever. So,
Oh
yeah.
my god, bro. Listen, she's
Funny,
gonna
dude.
have my house blue and silver, and she's gonna be like Dallas Cowboys for life.
yeah,
she's
she
gonna walk
will
in her
have
room.
championship banners hanging in your living
Bro.
room.
everywhere.
Championship banner. She's
I
gonna
will
buy the
be
fucking
there.
official Dallas championship bed, mattress set, king. My whole apartment will be blue and silver, like the whole way through.
I mean, you've
It's
got
already-
the salt shakers already. Like,
No, we have the salt shakers, we have the doormat, we have her fucking apron that she cooks in.
So that's why I married a non-football fan. You did it wrong. The only teams we root for are my teams.
To be fair, I got more
That's all
tight
you
shit in
can
the
do.
house than Cowboy stuff, and I'm proud of it. So, but yeah.
I mean, that's you,
Uh,
but
very
that's
funny.
just no, because that's just like you living with an Aggie, JC. You can't do it.
I would never marry an Aggie. That's like a qualification. I think I asked that on the first date. Longhorns or Aggies? Longhorns. Okay,
Listen,
we're good.
Longhorns or Aggies.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we keep going. We're good.